Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
And of course, welcome back, ladies and gents. I'm your host, Sinistrino1, and this is Watch Dogs Legion. We need to steal the micro drone schematics. So let me see if it actually shows up where we need to go. Yeah, so we don't need to exit there. We probably can fast travel close to this location. So there it is. Let's see if this is it's an evidence there. What is the closest location that we can actually fast travel to, which is like right here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. One thing I want to make a note of is that I've already been playing Watch Dogs Legion on the Xbox Series X, and I can tell you that the load times are significantly smaller. Like, just to get into the game, even on Xbox One X, loading wise, it takes over a minute. But to get into the game, Xbox Series X literally takes about 20 seconds. And then these little tiny micro loads that you get from like fast traveling from one area to another, right? Those literally take like less than 5 seconds. I mean, it's truly amazing. And I've been so impressed with the loading time so far for Series X. Now, I can't wait to show you off some gameplay for Series X, of course. And if you're watching this after the fact, years down the line or whatever, then I've clearly already showed it off, so make sure you check out those videos as well if you want to take a look at say the subtle differences between the versions. Things run better. It's at a constant high resolution, better frame rate, just all in general better at pretty much everything the Series X version does. Alright, looks like we made it.
This place has seen better days.
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro drone is being developed.
I hope this will be worth the risk.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
Notice that we're in uniform, which is why we can pretty much get in here without having to worry too much. However, just because we're in here does not mean that we should... We still have to be careful, as you can see. We can't just automatically assume that we can pretty much do whatever we want. So let's go ahead and hijack here so we can take a look at everything. Exactly where we need to go. There's a drone. Now, if only there's a camera inside here, but I don't... I don't see a way to automatically just to get in there, so we're just going to make sure that we highlight any enemies that we can, because we're going to go through this, of course, as stealthy as we can. We are in this specific uniform, which does obviously help us out quite a bit. But we still don't want to be too complacent. We need to be smart about everything.
Albion's authority keeps civilians safe.
Oh, God. I'm so strong.
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the microdrone will be in there somewhere.
Alright, so there's where we need to go, but as you can see, we got a turret here, and that turret can easily see us. So we need to be careful. Let's look at making our cloak maybe a little bit longer, since we have the ability to do so. Where is it at? Right here. Alright, so we can buy the upgrade to make it last a little longer. Hopefully that's going to be enough to do what we need to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to distract one guy, and then we're going to walk by the drone, but go into cloak mode.
What's this shite? I have better.
There we have it. Now you could probably also send in a spider bot there too as well. So if you didn't want to do the if you didn't want to do this manner, then you could have done the other one. So let's go ahead and take our clone off and interact. Now you had to pretty much distract yourself like that,
I've
or else you wouldn't get by
downloaded
the
the
drone.
schematics. You can leave whenever you like.
You can see there's no real other way out of this room.
God. Cass really needs to get another hobby other than making drones. The man's a
Oh,
bore.
there is right there. But notice how... Okay, so that's cool. So we can come on this side and do it. All right. So there was also another way that we could go in. We didn't have to use the cloak method that we did. But notice how, because we're not crouching or anything, well, we can't crouch, but it lasts quite a long time, to be honest. Gives us plenty time to be able to get out of here without being seen. Let's take this nice, conveniently placed boat.
Now that we have the schematics, we can make micro-drones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
So as you can see, that one wasn't too terribly difficult. I did have to kind of figure out how to get in there, but that's only because I didn't notice the other way to get in. But again, I had clearly a good method using the cloak that we have, so all is good. All right, so this is where we're headed. It is literally right next to the beach, or right next to this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set a waypoint. And I literally think that I should be able to continue.
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get over there from here. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can't. Well, it does look like if we go to the right that we can come around here. Or left. Okay, so there's just like a tiny little area right here that we can go through. Perfect. We haven't done any boat gameplay yet, so I guess this is your opportunity and chance. Kind of see it in action a little bit. Now, I've been very sparingly using the upgrades because you guys know me. I always like to make things more challenging than they need to be, because you can do so many upgrades and stuff, but sometimes, you know, there's always going to be people out there doing and showing all of the upgrades, which is why I like to sometimes not, because then it just means that I
We
can
successfully trialed our first micro drone, and
try
it's
to find a
officially
way
as
to
cute
do
as
it
the
without it,
Dickens.
you know?
I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Titus.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
Must be visible and clean at all times.
Okay, let's take a look at all the enemies inside. We should be able to get in here with no problems because we do have an Albion access uniform. No, I guess it's below us. Now it says it's above us. But the key is there.
Albion will protect.
But now the key... Okay, there's the key. Sometimes... he's out of range. So if we wait till him to come back over here, we might be able to grab the key. But he's going somewhere else. There we go. Nice! Alright, perfect. Alright, so we got the key. Again, that's telling me that this is the room I need to go into. Notice there's a spider bot. So you could probably also use a spider bot in order to get in here and do what you need to do as well.
By Parliament, Albion possess legal authority in London.
What is this rubbish?
Yes.
Worthless.
Yes, I have.
This tells me we still need to go up.
Awaiting area crime report.
Better to take him out to be safe. Why that shroud is so handy.
Look round for anything named Themis.
Of course. Easy peasy.
Of course, you could also use Spider-Bot.
Well, if I was hiding a top-secret, morally dubious drone project like Themis, I would put it in the secure vault on the lowest level. You will have to hack your way past some pretty serious security, however.
Alright, so we are going down.
The elevator that leads to the secure vault that houses Themis is locked down. You will have to access the bypass terminal to use it. You will require a Spider-Bot.
Alright, so this one is actually forcing you to do a Spider-Bot. Now, my question is, hopefully this guy here
The area for suspicious behavior.
does not come over here. So I want to check first to make sure that me standing here is not going to be in the direct center of this guy's path.
Any disorderly conduct will be investigated and penalized if necessary.
It looks like I should be okay. All right, so I think that's all we literally had to do there. Now we gotta watch a little bit of, well, actually we can just distract him.
Who would send me this? Fall in a hole.
Nothing to see here.
Dead sec are sweet.
Even though I did disappear like right in front of his eyes, which is her eyes, which is just hilarious. All right, first part done.
You'll be using Sebastian and the rest of the microdrones to bypass security. But first you'll have to get by that laser array. I suggest a Spider-Bot and steady nerves.
Of course. Easy peasy.
So that's where we're going. How to get in there though? I do not see a entrance into there except for the door. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this.
Our job is not an easy one, but it is an important...
It says it's a spider interact.
All right, Sebastian, this is what you and your friends have been training for. Time to crash the security grid for Daddy.
Go forth, little drones. Show Daddy what you can do.
That's the spirit. She'll be pretty sick.
This is interesting. Woo.
Sebastian!
Oh.
Right
Wow.
then, no time for tears. Meet Sebastian, another of our countless microdrone allies. All named Sebastian, of course. You can't iterate on perfection.
That one you got to get through super fast, I guess. At least everything else is unlocked, so... And it doesn't take us too far to get back here. Okay, let me look around here. Seems like we need to follow this little path here. Let me guess, one of them, the middle one turns off for a short while. No, it looks like it's going the whole time. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like they let up. Whoa. Get me to a checkpoint, baby. Okay, the fans are doing it, yeah. So how do we know which ones are when they stopped? Gotcha. I like the way they came up with this, though. Woo! Oh.
There are the cores. Destroy them, Sebastian. And for God's sake, be careful.
That was pretty
You made your
interesting.
father very proud, Sebastian. Oh, right. You should be able to access the Themis project room now.
Let's ruin Nigel's fucking day.
London, once a beacon of civility, now a cesspool of lawlessness. It is clear that humanity can no longer police itself. Fortunately, we don't have to.
Score algorithm. My algorithm. I should have scrubbed it before I left.
What do you mean, Hamish? You know how Themis works.
No, fam. Well, yeah. This was years ago. We were developing a life score algorithm for what Cass called a peacekeeping system. Supposed to identify vulnerable civilians, not target them.
Bloody hell.
So in theory, Themis could be programmed to target anyone based on any number of parameters.
Exactly. That's the way Cass thinks. Genius, but twisted. We have to stop this. And I know how. We delete the life score data, and Themis is done.
Oh, for Christ. All right. And Finney.
Yes, we'll have the award ceremony another time. Get out now.
Well, there you go. Cool mission.
This may be entertaining. I've intercepted an audio transmission from Nigel Cass.
No more excuses. This is my city, and I will not have DedSec ruin my plans for it. Themis was poised to change London, the world. And this group of... And Hamish fucking Balaji? I want them all. They made you all look like fools. They walked calmly into the White Tower, and no one, not one of you, stopped them with all our vaunted security measures. So do any of you have anything to say? Nothing. Well, everyone, and I mean everyone in the organization, will be revetted immediately. Someone help them, that's certain, and we will root them out. This time, we will get them all.
Well, that's about done it. Cass is gonna steam about this for a while. No more life score, no more Themis. You did it.
It was a group effort, Hamish. We wouldn't have gotten very far without your help. And we'll need your help again next time we take on Nigel Cass.
Not much of a joiner, fam, considering how my days at Albion ended. But I'll be keeping watch on them and Cass. Maybe feed you lots of intel.
And there's still the question of Zero Day. Remember them? Completely gutted DedSec 1.0?
Cass had a hand in that purge, Bagley, and in the bombings, so we'll gladly accept any help you can give us, Hamish. Cheers.
Mission complete in the belly of the beast. Zero Tolerance has completed as well.
Oh my.